Hello, my name is Zombie878 and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be going over the new update that just happened today. I'm a day late because I was doing things yesterday, but here we are. So let's go ahead. I already laid out some of the chips that we're going to be going over. First, we got the reward chips, which kind of reminds me of the consumable chips. If you look at over here and stuff, this duration thing is kind of but as you can see, nothing is really there yet. They said they're going to be doing something with that later, but these are the reward chips. And yeah, next, we have the data table chips. If any of you enjoy a data table, just type in data table in the palette search bar, and you can go ahead and configure the data table. And you see that it says edit data table right here. You can edit it. As you can see, it says all these numbers and stuff. You can just go ahead and delete that and just name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name this data table. And oh, I didn't I didn't rename it. You need to save all your stuff when you put it in, so just make sure that you do that. Now you see that it says data table. Let me go ahead and place. How do I turn this? I don't know how to turn this. Anyway, go ahead and configure the data table. That's how you change the name of your data table. You can go ahead and click this and generate all of this. I'm pretty sure all you who use data tables more than me would know more about it. Here you can insert a column. It can be string, int, float, bool, color, or the new reward thing that they haven't told us about. You can go ahead and give the column a name. I'm gonna go ahead and just name it column. We're going to go ahead and create that, and as you see, it made a new column, and you can just create more and more. A column goes straight across, and you can also make these right here, the rows. And it's just a data table. Now I know that now I know these aren't lighting up right now. I think you have to click on one of them to light it up. Yeah, as you can see. So you can configure what it's called. I'm pretty sure this is where you can copy it. So if I was to, I forget how I activated these. But this is how you get rid of the column. This is how you can move it to the right if there's more. So for example, let me just make another column and name this column 2. Right? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I spelled column wrong for a second. Okay, so now as you can see, you can go ahead and move it to the right. Now it says column 2 over here, or you can move it to the left and the right. Okay. And the same thing with these over here. If you click on them, you can delete them. You can move them down. You can move them back up. And if you want to, you can also click on here and put whatever number you need to in there and just go ahead and save the table. And if you want to save the data table, remember it's going to save the room too. So keep that in mind. Make sure you put everything you need there before you save your data table. Okay, and now that the room is saved, as you can see, if I go into the data table, it's going to have everything that I put there. Next, we got the data table chips. it gets the first row containing. So if you go ahead and configure the chip, and you go ahead and you see you can pick a specific data table. You can spawn multiple of them. I only have one, so let's go ahead and pick that one, and let's go ahead and pick the string column. And as you see, it has the string right there and the row that is containing that. The same thing can be done with these. If you configure this and pick the first data table, pick which column you want, it's going to show the string again with all the rows containing that as a list. Then you got the data table read cell, which I'm pretty sure if you know how to use a data table, you'll know more than me. I'm just here to report the news. Okay, so you can go in there and, you know, it says what is in the 0th row of the data table, which is that exact number. And there you go. Last but finally, what we all been waiting for, the animation CV2 chip, or the animation controller, if you want to call it that. I kind of like that name. It is in your palette in the gadget section of the circuits. First one you're going to see. And as you see, you have a play, pause, stop, set speed. You can do all this, but in CV2 now, which is really exciting. Now let's go over the chips. We have the animation get is playing, which it's not playing right now, so it's false. You got the animation get speed, which gets the speed of the animation, which I guess as a default it's 1. I guess once I turn this on, the speed will be 10. Next you have animation pause. You got the pause here. I guess this is if you have multiple things you want to have pause it. You got animation play, which is also there. You have animation set frame. So if you put multiple frames in here, let's say you make a waving animation and this is frame 1, this is frame 4. Maybe you want to put your animation frame at 4, so it'll probably pop up that way. We can go ahead and test that out. I'll put my animation at 4 and we'll test that out a little later. Next we have the animation set speed. You can do the same thing here, and we got animation stop, which you can also do the same thing here. The biggest thing over here is to get playing and the set frame. So let's go ahead and play our little animation. As you see, I just made a short little easy animation where it goes back and forth like that. And this button goes ahead and oh, I don't want to set the speed. It will pause the animation. So if you press pause, it pauses wherever you have it at the moment. If you want it to go back to the first frame, you're going to want to have it stop and not pause instead. I'm pretty sure this, no, it just completely stops it, so. Don't know the difference between pause and stop here because it's acting a bit weird. I think it's because I got on looping. Let me go ahead and turn off looping. And let me just go at 4. Oh yeah, and if you configure the animation controller, here's your animation controls, just like the first one. You can also get into it by editing it too. And you connect it by connecting the top part, not the bottom part. You'll connect it by connecting the top part. And I'm assuming it works just like the other animation CV1, where you can connect stuff to the bottom. Yeah, you also can do that. So now if I play it, you see that it just plays the animation one time. And I should have made the animation longer. I actually, you know what I can do? I can make the animation really slow and show you how stopping works. I am going to go ahead and set the animation speed to 1. And as you can see, if I press this button, it will set the animation speed to 1. Now, if I go ahead and pause the animation, as you see, it pauses wherever you have it and just plays again. And stop goes ahead and stops the animation and plays it back from the beginning again, as you can see. So you can go ahead and play with that. This also shows you if it's playing, but this also shows you if it's playing. So if I do this, this will be true until it stops and then it's false. Next we have the animation set frame. So I only have 3 frames on the animation, so let's go in and set it to the second frame. Now if I press this button, it should set the animation to the second frame, I think. Yeah, it sets it to the second frame, as you can see. And then it promptly stops. And there we go. If you enjoyed this update video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.